Hi, guys. Welcome to Breaking Stereotypes. Today on our platform, we are going to discuss a slightly sensitive subject LGBTQ. We all know what the abbreviation stands for. What we do not know is the battle this community is fighting from years just to get acceptance and respect in the society for their sexual preferences and choices. We have with us today a girl from Hyderabad, Jaiti Mathur, who through her story will help us get insight into their thought process and their struggles. Jaiti, welcome to Breaking Stereotypes.
Thank you, Krupa. Thank you for inviting me on this.
Jaiti, I want to start off asking you something that I've been very curious of. How and when did you realize your sexual orientation?
Realize, well, maybe I accepted, you can say. I accepted my orientation at the age of 30, that I am lesbian. But I knew, I knew from my childhood that I am attracted. I was always attracted to the same sex. I never expressed myself to anybody. But my first partner, my first girlfriend, she helped me a lot. She's still a very important part of my life, and she helped me a lot in understanding my orientation and accepting my orientation. Actually,
And Jaiti, with so much going on, what made you go to your parents about this? What confidence did you have? Did you know that they are approachable, they would understand? How did you prepare yourself?
well, I thank my stars a lot. I got a very good, beautiful family. We are very bonded. We are very connected to each other. All that matters for my parents is us. We have three daughters. We have been brought up with a lot of equality. My father and mother, I mean, it's their strength which made us where we are, what we are, and how we are dealing with our situations in our life. All of us, like you're talking about me, but my other two sisters are they are a story in themselves. So. A lot of strength was there. I mean, so much of love and so much of bonding, but the stigma of being a lesbian, being gay, is so much that you don't want your parents whom you love so much, आप अपने लोगों को दुख नहीं देना चाहते, no, it's like that. So because I loved them so much, I didn't want to come out to them and tell them about it. But when things went beyond my control, when they were thinking of, my father was no more by then. My mother was looking for a marriage proposal for me, and when things got really very very aggressive, I realized that they are going to finally find a match for me. Till then they were not able to find a match for me because I'm very boyish and because of my weight. But somebody finally agreed to all of it. So then I thought that it is time. I didn't want to tell my parents ever, actually. I didn't want it. I want them to rest in peace in their graves, but not come to know about my orientation. But that was the, I mean, point of that was with when I decided I should tell my mom. So then I called my mother and I told her कि ऐसा है, but दीदी लोग ने बोला कि फैमिली से निकाल देंगे and all that. So now मैं आपको बताना नहीं चाहती थी कभी भी, बट मुझे बताना पड़ रहा है क्योंकि अब सपने देखने शुरू कर दिए आपने मेरे लिए, और वो मैं नहीं पूरा कर सकती हूँ. एंड आई डोंट वांट टू लाई टू यू at this point, in this juncture, I don't want to. And I don't have any partner, I don't have any girlfriend, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. बट मैं किसी लड़के से शादी नहीं कर सकती हूँ. I can't be with a man. My mom finally said that, yeah, okay, if you've decided to uh, embrace it, then it's your life and you have to be careful. It's a very conservative country, and you might not get a partner, you might have to live alone. So be ready for it. And I am here, but it will be your life. So be healthy. She said, take care of your health and stay healthy.
Wow, I think you took time, but I really want to say for the courage you mustered and you realized that the family is a pillar and they should walk with you is great. We definitely see people struggling with this aspect. I really
True.
hope going forward we become more accepting in nature and people don't need to hide themselves into their shells. Jaiti, your family accepted, they understood, but we know that there is extended family, right? They meet you in social gatherings, in family functions. Did you see any indifference in their attitude towards you?
I think that when your parents are very very strong and they're like standing like a shield in front of you, then everybody has to accept. If your parents are accepting you, then nobody has the courage to say anything. My mother told me in many when we met later in chuttis when I went home, that my relatives used to ask about my marriage, and the people around us, the neighbors, used to ask about my marriage. And I said that, what did you answer? I said that it's her wish. If she wants to marry, she will marry. Her two sisters got married. They wanted to get married. She doesn't want to get married. She's not getting married. I mean, what is your point in this? What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about it? And why is it impacting you? I mean, she's my daughter. If anything has to be worried about, I will worry about her, and you don't have to show your worries. पहले इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होती है कि आपके अगर पेरेंट्स आपके साथ में स्ट्रांगली खड़े होते हैं तो लोगों की इतनी हिम्मत नहीं होती है.
You started Vajood, which means
Yes.
identity, right?
Yeah.
What was your objective?
I came to Hyderabad in 2000. So it's been 13 years, you can say. I was in Hyderabad and I have not met anybody who is from the community, from the LGBT community. When I came to know that there are people in Hyderabad from very different networks, uh, which I created in some conferences I went to, I realized that there is quite a lot of people in Hyderabad who identify themselves as who have different orientations, and that was a surprise for myself, for me also. कि इतने साल तक मैं क्या अकेले अकेले घूम रही थी. At least दोस्तों के साथ बैठते, at least we could have spoken about our crushes and our heartbreaks. So we decided to create a lot of spaces. I thought that it's very important for us to at least meet before we can think of anything, before we even think of creating any awareness or sensitization outside. हमें खुद नहीं पता है हमारे बारे में, तो let's know our strength by. So we tied up with quite a lot of uh, friendly places like Goethe Centrum and Alliance Francaise, and there was a very beautiful cafe in Hyderabad called Truffles. So the owner of Truffles was very very friendly. We actually we came up with our name sitting at that cafe. So these were our spaces where we were always welcome. And Lama Khan is also one amazing cultural place where we were allowed to do our events. So हमने audio visual start किया. We used to initially we used to do a lot of movie screenings at safe spaces, like किसी के घर में सब contribute करके we will take a projector, hire a projector and a screen, and show LGBT movies, come up with different movies and then talk about it later on if anybody wants to. Nothing heavy. किसी को बात करना है तो करे, किसी कोई रोना चाहता है तो रो सकता है, किसी को अपनी कोई पुरानी बात याद आ गई तो बोल सकता है. Just to start conversations so that people can bond. We did quite a lot of events. हमने sexuality and orientation के ऊपर में भी काफ़ी workshops करे ताकि within the community, so that we understand ourselves better. We understand why it is natural, why it is not a disease. हमारा खुद का जो डिस्पोरिया है वो भी जाना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि ये एक बीमारी नहीं है. सो वी हैव सो हमने ऐसे काफ़ी सारे इवेंट्स करे. एंड हमारा जो लोगों का हमारा वजूद तो इज़ द नेम ऑफ अवर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, बट हमारा पंच लाइन था इट्स एक्सक्लूसिवली इंक्लूसिव, सो इट वाज ओपन फॉर एवरीबॉडी. सो ऐसा कोई ये नहीं था कि आप अगर आप LGBT नहीं है तो आप नहीं आ सकते. So people were happy to come to places which are open to. I mean, a lot of people don't want to identify themselves as LGBT right now. They are in closet. So जब हमने उसको ऐसा exclusively inclusive, तो बहुत लोग ally बन के आए and धीरे धीरे they came out to us. So it was धीरे धीरे बहुत बड़ा environment बन गया था. We did the first Pride walk in Hyderabad on Necklace Road. It was a challenge. हमको मिल नहीं रहा था permission. फिर हमें मिली permission. सो हमने काफ़ी चैलेंजेस भी किए, फिर हम यहाँ पे एक सो वी वर recognized by US consulate की नज़रों में आए हम. Then they said that they wanted to do their pride event with us जुलाई में. So we decided to do that, and then यहाँ के कुछ पॉलिटिकल ग्रुप्स ने हम जिस स्टूडियो में, इट वाज अ प्राइवेट स्टूडियो जहाँ हम ये इवेंट करने वाले थे, उनको धमकी दी कि अगर आप करेंगे तो हम आपका पूरा बर्बाद कर देंगे. फिर then I was called by US Consulate General, and he said that we will do it within the embassy, so that there is everybody is safe. And I said that, wait a minute, this is my country and it is my city. In my country, in my city, if I'm not able to do an event in the public, if I have to do it within the embassy, then the whole purpose is gone. So we will not do it like that. So I then contacted quite a lot of people, जिन्होंने मुझे हेल्प करा उस वक्त समझाने में कि how to reach out to the owners of the studio. And then I reached out to them. They were also gay friendly. They were also not very happy with what is happening, but they were not in a position to take up such a big vandalism, which was promised. So then we spoke to IG. हमने सब बात करके पूरा पुलिस प्रोटेक्शन अरेंज करा. Then they said okay. उससे अच्छा ये हुआ कि उस चक्कर में न्यूज़पेपर्स में और छप गया वो. So that helped us. The second day the crowd was amazing. Like a lot of people came, and it was difficult for us to manage the whole crowd. So that was one great event which brought the whole LGBT community of Hyderabad into the picture of Hyderabad. People realize that there is a community, और हम बहुत छोटी कौम नहीं है. अगर कौम बोला जाए तो we are above 3,000 to 5,000, yeah, or more in Hyderabad right now.
Wow, amazing, amazing initiative. I think what makes this talk more beautiful is I'm realizing that you did just not fight for yourself, but you fought for many others to create that safe space for them. Jayati, do you feel things are improving after Wajood in Hyderabad, or overall, do you think people are more acceptable now?
हाँ, अगर आप परसेंटेज बोलोगे तो परसेंटेज ऑफ एक्सेप्टेंस बढ़ा है, लेकिन उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, क्योंकि ये दिस इज लाइक इट इज ईदर कंप्लीट और इट इज नथिंग. मतलब हाफ एक्सेप्टेंस क्या होता है, मतलब हाउ डज इट वर्क. मेरे फ्रेंड्स फैमिली मेरे लिए एक्सेप्टेंस है, बट जहाँ मैं वर्क करती हूँ वहाँ पे मुझे वहाँ पे अगर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है और वहाँ पे अगर वहाँ पे फोबिया है, तो हाउ डज इट वर्क.
Is there? I wanted to know from you.
Always.
Is there a discrimination in the workplace, in terms
Always.
of promotions maybe? Yeah?
Always. सबके साथ में अलग वे से आता है. मैं एक अग्रेसिव इंसान हूँ. आई एम इन रियल एस्टेट. मैं रियल एस्टेट में काम करती हूँ, एंड मैंने बहुत मतलब आई स्टार्टेड माई लाइफ फ्रॉम डोर टू डोर मार्केटिंग. दैट वाज हाउ आई स्टार्टेड माई लाइफ. सो अगर कुछ करना है तो करना है. आई मीन इररेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ वट एवर हार्ड वर्क इट रिक्वायर्स, जस्ट डू इट. एक बार आप पता है कि अगर आप मेहनत करोगे तो रिजल्ट आता है. जब तक कि उनको मेरे ओरिएंटेशन के बारे में नहीं पता होता है तब तक तो एवरीथिंग इज फाइन, बट व्हेन दे कम टू नो अबाउट द ओरिएंटेशन, दो तरह से होता है. क्योंकि मैं अग्रेसिव इंसान हूँ तो मेरे से सामने से बात नहीं होती है. जो लोग अग्रेसिव नहीं होते उनको सामने से बुली किया जाता है. बट one point at a time I felt that the environment is not healthy anymore, and especially what happens is that I have worked in a male scenario, in a male world. Everybody, I mean, in real estate आपको सिर्फ आदमी ही मिलते हैं. आपको there are hardly women. So my bosses and my seniors or my colleagues, so what happens when they come to know that you are a woman attracted to women, they start thinking that you are a man attracted to women. So they would talk to you like a guy will talk to another guy about a woman. And no, I don't, it's not like that. Women who are attracted to women are not men. Though I have a very masculine look, but no, I don't look at women like that. I don't check out the way men check out. मेरा कुछ भी उनका जैसा नहीं है. मेरे अंदर मैस्कुलिन क्वालिटीज हैं, लेकिन मैसेज ये ये शॉविनिज्म नहीं है जो रॉन्ग शॉविनिज्म बोलते हैं या मैसोचिज्म बोलते हैं, वो नहीं है मेरे अंदर में. सो एट दैट टाइम आई यूज्ड टू क्वेश्चन कि ये क्या तरीका है यार, क्या बदतमीजी से बात कर रहे हो, यू नो, दिस इज दिस हाउ यू वांट टू बी, यू वांट योर समबडी चेक आउट योर वाइफ और समथिंग. तो मैं काफी सामने से बात करती थी, मुझे लगता था क्योंकि मैं एक अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना जरूरी है कि जो तुम कर रहे हो वो कल को कोई तुम्हारे साथ भी कर सकता है, और ये इस तरह से देखना इज नॉट नॉर्मल कि आप किसी के कपड़े उतार दे रहे हो देखते देखते. तो वो मुझसे इस तरह से बात करते थे जैसे वो किसी और लड़के से बात कर रहे हैं, और क्या दिख रही है, मतलब यू नो, मिल जाए तो, यू नो, ऑल दोज एक्सप्रेशंस एंड ऑल. सो आई वाज वेरी क्लियर टू देम कि बॉस, आई डोंट इवन नो व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग, आई मीन मैं उनको काफी, दे यूज्ड टू फील वेरी डिमीन्ड. सो वो धीरे धीरे फिर वो मेरा अग्रेशन मेरे ऊपर ही भारी पड़ता था, एंड इवेंचुअली आई हैव टू लीव द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सो मेरी जिंदगी का 5% ही मेरा ओरिएंटेशन है, मतलब उसके अलावा भी बहुत कुछ है मेरे अंदर में. एंड हम सोचते भी नहीं है यार, मैं सोचती भी नहीं हूँ दिन भर में कि मैं लेस्बियन हूँ और मुझे लड़की में इंटरेस्ट है. ये सब कोई चीजें सोचने की, क्या आप स्ट्रेट हो गए हर वक्त ये सोचते रहते हो कि मुझे कोई लड़की दिख जाए, मुझे कोई लड़की दिख जाए, और अगर आप सोचते हो तो आपको अपनी सोच के ऊपर में कुछ करना चाहिए. या कोई लड़का है जो, ये लड़की है या सोचती रहती है हर वक्त कि मुझे कोई लड़का दिख जाए. आई मीन इट्स वेरी सरप्राइजिंग टू सी हाउ पीपल जस्ट पॉइंट यू देयर. वो आपका अस्तित्व बन जाता है, आपका ओरिएंटेशन ही आपका अस्तित्व बन जाता है. देन इट डजंट मेक सेंस.
Absolutely.
I always had this promise to myself that wherever I am, whatever I do, I will be happy. So that is a promise I made to myself कि ये मेरे कंट्रोल में है, तो मुझे जहाँ नहीं लगता है I let go, मैं छोड़ देती हूँ. And I have left positions at places where people would not even think of leaving. People would think कि अब यहाँ से तुझे बैठ के कमाना है, आपने पूरी मेहनत कर ली है, मतलब गड्ढा खोद लिया है, पानी आने लगा है, पंप लग गया, अब सिर्फ पानी पानी है. You have enough. At that levels I have left organizations because I didn't feel कि they are worth my presence. So yeah, and I decided to work for my own self. I am a freelancer, and there are a lot of challenges of being a freelancer. You don't have a regular source of income. कभी आती है कभी नहीं आती है, लेकिन मन का सुकून है. And there is huge lot of respect. धीरे धीरे आप वहाँ पे काम करते करते आपको खुद को अपने लिए इज्जत कम हो जाती है. आपको लगता है कि आप सब कुछ जिंदगी में आपका खराब हो रहा है क्योंकि आप लेस्बियन हो, जबकि ऐसा नहीं है.
Jaiti, listening to you, I really feel that we still have a very long way to go in making this place a mutually respected one.
Yeah, yeah.
Jaiti, what's your advice? You know, you have a long journey behind you, a long road behind you. What is your advice? Because, as you said, most people kind of understand their sexual orientation at a very young age, at an age where they are not so close to their parents and they don't have the right channels to discuss this, to understand what's happening with them, to understand that it's pretty normal, right? So, for these youngsters, what is your advice?
It's very very difficult, yeah, Kripa, because I fear for these kids who come to know about their orientation when they are at such vulnerable situations, vulnerable age in their life, when all the decisions of their life are being taken by the parents. And trust me, parents know about their kids' orientation most of the time, and they choose not to tell the kid and choose to push their ideas and their thoughts, which any Indian parent is anyways doing in India. So they just go a little further to try to tweak the orientation also. So बच्चा क्या करेगा उस एज में, उस, I mean, by the time you are in a stage where you can ask people for help, you have been in such a bad state that by the time these kids reach out to us, they've already crossed depression. They are already in that stress level where they don't know what to do, and they have developed this huge hate for themselves. They hate their body, they hate their existence. um, सबके हाथ कटे हुए हैं, सबने सुसाइड करने की कोशिश करी है. तो आई मीन आई फील कि या तो आपको ऐसे सोच के आप ऐसे बड़े हो कि ठीक है अब जो कुछ करना है मुझे करना है, वो आपको सोसाइटी सोचने नहीं देती है. आप 30-32 साल के भी हो जाओ तब तक आपको माँ बाप को पता है कि नहीं है, योर पेरेंट्स नो अबाउट इट और नॉट, इज द होल शिट गोइंग ऑन। या हमारे, मैं तो बोलती हूँ माँ बाप को भी बहुत स्ट्रांग होने की जरूरत है, क्योंकि इन द होल प्रोसेस यू आर लूजिंग अ वेरी वेरी गुड क्रिएटिव बॉय। एंड ये सारे लोग जिनसे मैं मिली हूँ, I'm talking about the youth I have met during my entire movement and वजूद के जब हमने क्रिएट किया था, और अभी भी आते हैं मिलते हैं मुझसे। ये सब बहुत क्रिएटिव लोग हैं, इनके अंदर इतना पोटेंशियल है। वी आर, आई एम टेलिंग यू, दिस इज इकोनॉमिक लॉस। We don't even know how much of economic loss as a country we are losing so much of good talent, such extreme talents कि आप उनके बारे में सोच भी नहीं सकते हो कि ये इस तरह से भी सोचते हैं। सब आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स सोचते हैं। देयर इज नोबडी हु इज थिंकिंग कंटेम्परेरी हियर। एंड but by the time they hit their youth, they are so much into self-hate and drugs that all this talent is lost. Even the talent does not know that they have talent. उनको लगता है कि उनकी जिंदगी का कोई मकसद ही नहीं है, वो बस जी रहे हैं जी रहे हैं जी रहे हैं। एक ही ख्वाहिश होती है कि कोई गर्लफ्रेंड या कोई पार्टनर मिल जाए जिसके साथ अपनी ज़िंदगी जी लो, और उसमें भी स्टेबिलिटी तो होती नहीं है, बिकॉज द एनवायरनमेंट डजंट लेट अस बी प्राउड ऑफ अवर रिलेशनशिप्स। सो वो भी नहीं हो पाता है। तो इसी आंसर्स तो हम खुद सब ढूंढ रहे हैं। ये एक एवरीबडी इज, इट्स अ टुगेदर फाइट एंड इट्स एन इंडिविजुअल फाइट। मुझे जहाँ पूरा सपोर्ट था फैमिली का, तभी भी मुझे यू सेड दैट क्या आपको फर्क पड़ता है कि लोग क्या सोचते हैं? नहीं पड़ता है, लेकिन फिर भी पड़ता है। मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता क्योंकि मेरी फैमिली मेरे साथ है, फिर भी पड़ता है आपके पूरे वेल बीइंग को। जब मेरे यहाँ इंसान जो इतनी अच्छी कंडीशन में है वो कह सकता है कि विश आई वॉज नॉट बोर्न दिस वे। So imagine about the kids who are, I came to know pretty late in my life. I don't know what would have happened to me if I came to know early. I don't know how my parents would have treated me. And there are so many cases of rape being conducted on the daughters by the brothers, just to rectification rapes they are called, to make a woman feel that no, you are not lesbian, you are fine. So I think government should come into picture. कुछ रूल बनना चाहिए कि 15-16 साल तक no need to define the gender, and people can have two names, a male or a female name if they want to keep. कुछ ऐसा कुछ होने की जरूरत है on a very high level, on educational level. तभी आप इन सब चीजों को जड़ से निकाल सकते हो, तभी एक इक्वालिटी किसी कोई चीज आएगी। बच्चे को आप सोचने का टाइम ही नहीं दे रहे हो। उसको बचपन से तुमने बोल दिया, तुम लड़का बड़ा हुआ है तो उसके लिए सारे आपने टॉयज वॉयज उसी तरह के लाके दे दिए, भले वो खेले ना खेले। आप उसको पुश कर रहे हो टू पार्टिसिपेट इन मेन स्पोर्ट्स, ही इज नॉट इंटरेस्टेड। एक लड़की जिसको आपने किचन का सामान लाके दे दिया है। तो ये सारे जो हम क्रिएट कर रहे हैं अननेसेसरी, कि ये अगर बच्चा जेंडर बाय जेंडर, अगर वो लड़का है तो वो लड़का ही है, मतलब अगर बाय फिजिकल अपीयरेंस वो लड़का है तो लड़का है। हम कौन होते हैं डिसाइड करने वाले? हमें ये हक नहीं है। आई थिंक ये हक बच्चों को देना चाहिए। और 15-16 साल की उम्र में एक एज होनी चाहिए, 12 साल 15 साल, जब हमें समझ में आता है, कोई स्टडी हो कि टिल देन पीपल हैव द चॉइस ऑफ डिफाइनिंग देयर जेंडर। उसके बाद में ही उनका जेंडर कंफर्म होगा।
It's wonderful what you've said, Jaiti. This, as I realize, is very deep rooted, and nothing is going to change until the environment of your home, of your school, is facilitating this change. We need to facilitate this change right from the grassroots level.
Absolutely.
Jaiti, thank you so much for coming on this platform,
No,
for
my
sharing your thoughts, your journey. Even one person who's watching this kind of gains the confidence, gains something from this video, we would consider this effort to be completely useful. I can't thank you enough because it's not easy. You have done this thinking about many who could benefit out of this. So thanks a lot. More power to you. Please keep shining.
Thank you, Krupa. Thank you for inviting. Thank you for thinking about this as a important topic to discuss about. And yeah, I just want everybody to know that they're as beautiful as they feel like.
Absolutely.
So you have to just feel good.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. More power
Thank
to you,
you.
more love to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rubra.
Guys, that was Jayati Mathur, who opened up her life story and her feelings with us. She broke a stereotype. And let's hope that we build a world that is more supporting, loving, and caring towards the LGBTQ community and their feelings. Thank you.